What is going on, everybody? It's the France, and we're here for our Monday Night Raw review for August the 30th, 2021. We are on the way to Extreme Rules, but if you're watching Monday Night Raw, you would hardly find that being possible because nothing has even been built for Extreme Rules. We have not had a single anything indicated to what we're going to get at Extreme Rules, so I have no fucking earthly idea what WWE is going to be doing with Extreme Rules on the Raw side. SmackDown, it looks like we're going to get a match for the Universal Championship with Finn Balor. Apparently, that must be the way they're going. But yeah, we don't have anything, and we only have three more Raws, 3 more Monday Night Raws before Extreme Rules, and we have yet to have a match be named or anything. So, yeah. Now, tonight's Monday Night Raw, the big thing coming out of this Monday Night Raw is that WWE is showing they have major investment in Damien Priest. There was some matches that were announced. We were supposed to have Sheamus versus Bobby Lashley after what happened last week. That did not happen. John Morrison versus The Miz. That did not happen. The Miz was not on TV. And honestly, you didn't miss him. You did not miss him. There was other things that were supposed to happen tonight, but they did not happen. But we did have a U.S. Open Challenge to start this, or what we thought was going to be a U.S. Open Challenge, as Damien Priest comes down and he touted his win at SummerSlam. Priest is over. This dude comes out, fans are cheering for him, fans chant, "You deserve it," when he talks about winning the United States Championship. And he wants to show the respect to the U.S. title like Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy, and John Cena, and brings up how he wants to be a fighting champion, unlike Bobby Lashley, who ran away like a coward last week, and promises that won't be him. So he wants to kick off the U.S. Open Challenge and asks, who's it going to be? And out comes Sheamus. Why? Oh, it gets worse from here. So Sheamus agrees that Lashley did run from a fight. He likes the Open Challenge, even if fans don't deserve it. Says he's going to use the bro kick to wipe the smile off Priest's face to take his title back. Out comes Drew McIntyre. So WWE is doing the same rinse and repeat. The champion comes out, they talk, and then the champion gets someone comes out, they want to challenge the champion. And they talk for a few minutes, sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. And then somebody else comes out. And it's a revolving fucking door. Over and over and over. And we got that tonight. First it was Sheamus, then it was Drew, then it was Bobby Lashley, the MVP, because Bobby Lashley apparently wants to become a double champion. Out come the tag team champions, RK Bro now. And Matt Riddle opens his mouth and practically makes a challenge for the world champion and MVP to take on the tag team champions. So out come pretty much the general managers, Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, and they say, you know what, we got 2 great matches here. So let's have Damien Priest take on Sheamus and Drew McIntyre tonight in a triple threat match. And in the main event tonight, we were going to have RK Bro defending the Raw Tag Team Championships against MVP and Bobby Lashley. And then Rhea Ripley comes out. Why is she out here? Oh, because she has a match against Shayna Baszler. Who, seriously, they did some stuff backstage, and WWE had to rip up the script again, rewrite everything. Who thought this was a good idea? I see nothing good out of this. Damien Priest, this is how you do this. So simple. Damien Priest comes out, issues an open challenge. Damien Priest gets his challenge from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes out, gets in the ring, the ref rings the bell, you give these guys 15 to 20 minutes, including commercials, and they tear the house down, and they give you a banger of a match, and that's how you open a Monday Night Raw. Not this same, one person talks, one person interrupts, and another person interrupts, and another, usually leading to a tag team match, but thankfully it wasn't a tag team match. We have Well, we did have a tag team match, but we didn't have a tag team match coming out of it right away. We actually went to a normal match. So, good grief, this was such a fucking headache. I couldn't tell you how much I was just so annoyed with everything that was going on right here. Why do we have to go through this every single fucking time? Priest had an open challenge. Sheamus did not need to come out there. All you had to do was have Drew come out, start the show with Drew and Damien beating the living shit out of each other, giving you a banger of a match. Now, granted, the triple threat match was fucking fantastic. Match of the fucking night. But that doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't just have Drew McIntyre come out and have these two wrestle. Now, I can see if you didn't want to have Sheamus lose later, not Sheamus, but Drew McIntyre get pinned in a triple against Damien Priest. I can understand why you did that, but he pins him. In the triple threat match later, Damien Priest ends up pinning Drew McIntyre. So it begs me to question, what was the fucking point of this? What was the point of having a triple threat match? You could have easily just made it a one-on-one match to start the show. No bullshit, none of that crap with people. I did not know that. But yeah, it just annoys the hell out of me. It just annoys the shit out of me that we gotta do this every single time. Be different. Don't do the same shit over and over, and the show would be fine. We could have started off the show with a badass match. Instead, we had Rhea Ripley taking on Nia Jax with, well, not Nia Jax, but Shayna Baszler with Nia Jax in the corner. Before the match, Nia Jax decided she was going to say, because Rhea Ripley brings out Nikki Trash to be her partner, to be her corner woman. So Nia gets on the mic and says, I don't know what my partner can do to you, but I'm going to mop the floor with both of you by the time this match is over. So, you have the match. It was, you remember 2019? The second half of 2019 was Shayna Baszler, Women's Champion of NXT. Rhea Ripley doing everything she could to get that Women's Championship off of her, leading to, I believe, the final episode of NXT in 2019, having Rhea Ripley beat Shayna Baszler for the championship, and the crowd coming in. Oh, it wasn't the last episode. I think it was the first episode that they did. It was one of those episodes, but Rhea Ripley beat Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. The crowd was so hot for that victory that they actually filled the crowd, the ring up with crowd members. It's like, what the hell? Why did that happen then? But now, I'm just sitting here trying to think. Remember how good that was? Wow. Well, this match had, no one cared. Nobody fucking cared about this match. Not a single person in the crowd gave a shit about either one of these women. Rhea Ripley was given one of the worst women's title reigns all year, and Asuka didn't have a really good one either coming into 2021. But you had these women go out there, and they just got no reaction. Shayna Baszler has been made to look like a fucking fool every single goddamn week. When they have a tag team match between Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, and whoever, Shayna Baszler's the one taking the pinfall in one of the worst ways possible every single fucking time. And then there was this one. Nikki Trash gets destroyed by Nia on the outside. This gives Shayna Baszler the chance to roll her up with a distraction. She rolls her up, but Rhea Ripley's able to reverse that, hook the legs on to Shayna, cradle her, and get the pin. What the hell was that? I just don't even know. I don't even know why we even care about this. This was terrible. Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, they used to be two badasses. Badasses. And now they're just another two women on the roster made to look like fools. Oh, so Charlotte can be the one that everybody talks about. It sucks so much. So the Viking Raiders are backstage somewhere. They talk about unleashing their brutality once the night and said that everyone will see the raid is back on. I must have missed that because I don't remember seeing that on TV. The Viking Raiders took on Veer and Jinder Mahal, and I'm thinking to myself, what did Viking Raiders do? Who did they piss off to have to suffer through wrestling a match against Veer and Jinder Mahal? This match did not last very long. The Viking Raiders win with Thor's hammer on Jinder, not Veer. They pin Jinder. So, okay then. Why should I care? What is the point of them? So, triple threat match, United States title, Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre versus Damien Priest. This was a fantastic match. This was how to put Damien Priest over. You know, we've had a lot of talk of NXT, how most people come up from NXT, they do nothing with them and they fail, and how they do, like, talent code at NXT, they get built up by Triple H and his team, they become big stars. If you brought them up as they were in NXT and let them run with what they do in NXT, just the same thing, you just copy and paste over, 9 times out of 10, they would be fucking fantastic. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. That does not happen. Why? Because WWE are fucking stupid. But here, they actually build this guy up and make him a great person. Like, he goes out there, you have these guys go out there and just kick ass, take names, and beat the fuck out of each other. It's just 3 big men beating the hell out of each other. And Damien Priest hits the reckoning on Drew McIntyre to pick up the win. Now, if they wanted to save Drew McIntyre, again, I don't know why Sheamus needed to be in this match if he's not taking the pinfall. If you're putting Damien Priest over by him beating Drew McIntyre, there was literally no reason to have Sheamus in the match. I guess you can say the only reason you put Sheamus in the match, and this is the only reason I would put Sheamus in the match, is to get his rematch done and over with so Damien Priest can move on. Now, clearly, with what's going on, it seems like Damien Priest is going to be the next challenger to Bobby Lashley. It's just the way it seems to go. That's what they're doing, is starting to build him up, especially since he keeps taking shots at Bobby Lashley. So that's interesting to see what the hell they're going to do with that. But Damien Priest gets the win. After the match, Drew McIntyre gets up, comes over, shakes his hand, and pretty much that gives him the seal of approval. So Damien Priest is the next rising star in WWE. And I'm happy to see the guy get up there and happy to be one of the success stories of NXT who comes to the main roster and does big things. And hopefully it sticks that way. And he has a really damn good chance to do it because he has the look that Vince McMahon wants out of a talent. He can talk, he can go in the ring, and just, like, it's WWE, it's how Vince McMahon is. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit up in the age there, but Damien Priest himself will do things in WWE. They can get at least 5 years out of this guy, which is more than a lot of the guys in WWE don't get. So I'm great to see Damien Priest doing something and getting the United States Championship, possibly challenging for the WWE Championship. And honestly, I think him and Bobby Lashley could have a banger of a match. So, alright here. Oh boy. More 24/7 stuff that's just so hard to watch through. Then we go to Eva Marie versus Piper Niven. Piper Niven comes into the ring, beats the holy hell out of Eva Marie. The bell never rings. Hits her with a couple of moves, senton, drop, and just beats her down. Mike Rome says Eva Marie is unable to compete. Piper Niven takes the mic, says she's the winner, and that is that. This is what happens when you have somebody like Eva Marie who cannot fucking work. Cannot work. So explain to me why I have to deal with this. Why I have to sit there and watch this garbage. Because we all know she can't fucking work. It's the dumbest thing ever. That we have to sit there and watch this. It's just stupid. I honestly don't understand how anybody could be happy about this. Eva Marie wastes our time. Eva Marie is never going to be anything but a worthless waste of space. The fact that she's even on WWE television, and they fired so many talented women this year, is beyond me. Sarah Charlotte backstage. She's confident about beating Nia Jax later in the show. And then we go to Karrion Kross, still looking like a knockoff member of Demolition, or the knockoff version of the Shredder, or a knockoff version of whatever the fuck you want to, a Dominatrix. He takes on Humberto Carrillo. Now, last week, Karrion Kross debuted this ugly gimmick, this ridiculous shit. His nickname is the Modern Day Gladiator, but you don't have to take that shit serious. But here we are. Here we are. With this man going out there and dealing with it. Just makes no sense. No sense why I had to sit here and watch Karrion Kross walk out with that shit. But last week, he squashed Ricochet. What happened this week? Did he do the same thing here? Fuck no. Humberto Carrillo got way too much. Karrion Kross should have had this match over in about 2.5 minutes. This match lasted 5 minutes at the most. And Humberto got way too much. Karrion Kross did not look like a fucking killer. I should be watching somebody like Karrion Kross go up against Humberto and be like, oh, he's going to beat him in like 2 minutes or less. I shouldn't be here watching as like, man, are they going to have Humberto beat Karrion Kross? That would be bad. Just the fact that you have anybody who thinks that Karrion Kross has a possibility of losing this match, you've already done failed. Karrion Kross does win after the Doomsday Saito into the Crouch Jacket for the win, but it should have never happened like that. Never. Raw Women's Champion, the Charlotte 9000 versus Nia Jax. This match was horrendous. Nia Jax with Shayna Baszler was the best thing that happened to her. She has never been good in the middle of the ring in a singles capacity. And then you have Charlotte, who can make a match be a little bit better. Nobody, like Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Becky, and Nikki, or anybody else who would be, like Asuka, could not make this match look any better. And what the hell is that getup that Nia Jax is wearing? Holy shit, did that look terrible. But in the end, this match was bad. But Nia won. Nia won with a powerbomb in the middle of the ring. No Alexa Bliss anywhere to be seen, even though they teased last week that she would be challenging. She could possibly be challenging the champion next week. Or not next week, but soon. Nothing. No Alexa Bliss at all. So Nia Jax wins, and I'm thinking to myself, It must be nice being family of The Rock, because this is what happens. You get to be champions. You get to not lose. You can't lose, because you losing makes you look weak. And you can't make a member of The Rock's family look weak, because if you make a member of The Rock family look weak, in Vince McMahon's mind, he can't, like, The Rock won't come back for WrestleMania to take on Roman. And if he can't get The Rock to come back to take on Roman at WrestleMania, then WrestleMania is going to be ruined in Vince McMahon's mind. That's why you see Nia Jax winning in tag team matches, why Nia Jax doesn't take the pinfall. That's why the Usos are the tag team champions, because we can't punish Jimmy, because if Jimmy gets punished, then The Rock's going to take offense to that, and The Rock's not going to come back for WrestleMania. Pathetic. This is just WWE's sad attempt to say, hey, look, Rock, look at all your cousins. They're doing so well. We're pushing them so hard. Come back and wrestle for us, please. Please, 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 please. I hope he doesn't come back, because honestly, there's no fucking reason for him to go out there and get hurt again like he has the last 2 times he had an actual match. John Morrison is talking backstage. Someone said he was supposed to wrestle The Miz tonight this week, but Miz went back to Hollywood or something like that, and says he was told his acting coach that he wants to prove he is the bigger man in the match against The Miz, and still wants to prove that, so he asked for and was granted a match with the largest man human he knows, and that's you, and it turns out it's Omos. Omos says, that sucks for Morrison, and he walks off. So John Morrison took on Omos. Why? Why is this match happening? Why is John Morrison taking on Omos? I don't understand. Why is Omos going out there and fighting John Morrison? Are we trying to make this guy a single star? Because I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Why should I be sitting there watching Omos take on John Morrison? And John Morrison, yes, we all love John Morrison. But why? Like, you get this guy, you break off what was going on with him and Miz. So you can get maybe, hopefully, a serious John Morrison. And this is the first thing that you could do, was have him go up against Omos because you decided to change things up. Holy shit, this was a bad move. And you make this guy look horrendous. John Morrison gets beat in about 2.5 minutes, so there's nothing he could do. And what can you say from there? So out comes Xavier Woods as he has a match with AJ Styles, because they're clearly running out of time that you have to have people coming out for the next match before everyone else is there. So, yeah. It is what it is. So, AJ Styles and Xavier Woods have a pretty good match. It wasn't the best match tonight. Again, that's still the triple threat match. Xavier Woods still rocking the Scott Hall type of attire. Kofi Kingston is out of action right now due to probably COVID. They won't say that, even though they said it about Pat McAfee because he was on commentary. So, there's that. Yeah. This match was okay. It was good. And AJ Styles gets the tap out with the calf crusher because Xavier Woods couldn't get to the rope. Then the tag team champions come out because they have the main event against Bobby Lashley and Matt Riddle. So the former champions sit at ringside and on commentary. AJ on commentary for this match. You got Bobby Lashley MVP versus Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. Again, pretty decent match here. Matt Riddle and Damien Priest are two, and it's great to see is that you have Matt Riddle and Damien Priest, two guys who came from NXT over the last year. And both guys have been the United States champion. And now Matt Riddle, of course, is the WWE tag team champion with Randy Orton. And now you have these guys going out there and just looking like they're people who are successful and people actually WWE cares about. I think Randy Orton actually wanted to work with Matt Riddle. That's the thing I think that's going on. But yeah, great to see Matt Riddle getting something. Matt Riddle getting nothing, and now here you are, tag team champion with Randy Orton. And this was a decent match. Bobby Lashley and Matt Riddle started off. Bobby Lashley takes the heat from Matt Riddle from the beginning, but Matt Riddle, of course, gets taken down as well. Now, MVP gets in the match later on, and AJ Styles and Omos, like I said, was sitting outside. They were trying to get involved towards the end of the match. Omos actually had his hands around the head of Randy Orton, and the ref didn't call for the bell. Why? Hell if I should know. But he gets on. Randy Orton gets out of. Matt Riddle kicks him to get him off of Randy Orton, and then AJ goes to take on Randy Orton. But Randy Orton does the dropping somebody on the box or on the announce table. Not AJ, but back inside, MVP eats a Final Flash knee drive, which they're not even calling it the Final Flash anymore. What the fuck happened to that? It used to be called the Final Flash, and now it's not even called the Final Flash anymore. Give me a fucking break. But he goes up top, hits the floating bro, 1, 2, 3, and the tag team champions retain. And that was your Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was absolutely just the drizzling shits. It was terrible. It was absolutely... I don't know what this company's doing half the time. Why do they even... They obviously do not care about things. It's great to see Damien Priest is getting pushed and getting to be in that position. He's clearly going to be challenging for the WWE Championship. Oh yeah, and Oldberg spoke too, which he said that he's not coming for the WWE title anymore. He's coming for Lashley's soul. Don't really care. If you're going to have that match be in Saudi Arabia... Get the title off of Lashley. Have Big E come over the Raw, cash in, take the title. But Lashley could be freed up to take on Oldberg, and Big E could get his championship run. But yeah, other than that, Monday Night Raw was just outside of the main event. Outside of the last two matches and the triple threat match that they really put Damien Priest over, this show was missable, plain and simple. But that is your Monday Night Raw review. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Find me on Minds at the France Club, find me on twitch.tv/the France Club, and find me on Instagram at the France Club. And I'll see you guys Wednesday for the countdown, the final countdown to All Out this coming Sunday. Until then, Minds of France, and I'll see you guys later.